If you lack energy while you play a competitive sport, you're probably not going to perform well. The same thing goes with Valorant, except I've been digging myself a hole that's been halting my Valorant progression. Here on the Mazepti channel, I'm taking you on my in-game and in-real-life journey to hitting rank 1. Last week, we've developed a routine to balance Valorant progression with life, and I've been playing Valorant after I work out and eat, causing brain fog and fatigue that lowers my gameplay level. That ends here. Our week begins on Monday at 8 a.m. where we're off to the piano room to practice before our 10 a.m. class, which today is volleyball, my favorite class. I wasn't able to get any footage at volleyball, unfortunately. And then I hit chest and triceps at the gym after class. To fuel us, we have chicken and potatoes and rice that my mom gave me from the weekend. Normally this is where I go eat and then hop on Valorant, but I had a couple of measures to fix my energy levels that were so low last week. The first is liquid IV, which basically adds on electrolytes to my water, seeing as how I use them all through intense physical activities. Liquid IV would definitely recommend. I felt very refreshed and alive, but I wasn't gonna make the same mistake that I did last week. Oh no, today, instead of playing right after I eat, we're doing some homework right after I eat to digest my food and clear my mind. I gave myself an hour or two before I was ready. Then it was time to hop on the aim labs warm up. I've been using this warm up for about a week now, and it really just makes my aim feel so crisp in game. Also, in my last video, someone recommended in the comments that I chew neurogum while playing to increase my focus, but I have regular gum, so I'm gonna try this, see how it helps me out. It maybe increase my focus by a little bit. It was time for my first Valorant session of the week, and guys, if I'm gonna hit rank 1, I need a specific role. Last week I was playing a lot of Sentinel, but no more of that. From now on, we're Duelist only. We're gonna play insane, carry all our games, and I mean we're really putting in the mechanical training, so this will allow me to play at my fullest potential. No. Someone stole my jet from me, but I opted not to dodge and play Clove since she was similar to a Duelist anyways. It seemed I was still used to the Sentinel playstyle though, because I was playing really scared. This round is the biggest display of my lack of confidence, because you could just see how scared I am in tree. I should have just ran out on site and pinched this ISO with our jet, but I've always struggled with confidence issues playing this game. This is nothing new. Something we'll need to work on for the future. Starting the week off on a loss, but it's just the first game of the day. We actually got a Duelist in our second game for a much better game. I wasn't playing my best in the first half, but I bounced back. I brought my KD back. We won the game. We regained our elo and had time for one more game before I had lab at 7 o'clock. I opted for the jet on Haven here, but it just felt like nothing I did was working, and I was getting shut down every single round. It's a rough game to end my day on, but I'll just have to deal with it and bounce back tomorrow. We're back up at 8 a.m. We're on a schedule here. I went to my 10 a.m. electrical engineering class and then got my beloved chicken bowl after my gym workout. Today was back and biceps. And then after we took a shower, I didn't really see a need to take my liquid IV because it was just the gym. I didn't play volleyball. If I should take the liquid IV after the gym, let me know in the comments on that. I've never really used it before. And similar to yesterday, we're doing some work before we play to get the food digested in our system and let us focus. But while I was doing work, I got in a little argument with my girlfriend. I got really emotional. This is hard to show, but we did talk it out. Everything's fine after a good talk. And I needed to reset, so I made myself a protein shake. To let myself calm down, I tried something that I wanted to try for a while, which is meditation. I kind of have no idea what I was doing, so I was kind of just sitting there with my eyes closed. But it did help. I felt much better, and I was in a really zen state. After all of this, it was around 3 p.m. and it was finally time to start my Valorant session. First things first, we're warming up with the Valorant ramp warm-up as usual. And normally I stream all my ranked games on Twitch, but today I was not in the mood at all. I was really zen. I just wanted to be with myself. So these games are recorded, not for my Twitch. For today, our goal is to get more games on Duelist and just solidify our Duelist play style. I had a pretty rough game that I think summed up best by this one death. I'm going to take the blame for this loss. 11 and 23 is just not a showing that I want to put out. But do we give up? No, that's what this entire series is about. Because we may be emotional or unconfident or doing bad, but it's in those moments where we have to stay strong and keep going. Someone commented on my last video and said, I just have to be confident. And they're right. I can't let an 11-23 performance affect me. I still have to keep playing how I normally would. I was able to clearly think about what fights I wanted to take and how I wanted to take them. Normally, if I'm in this situation and I hear them all running down A short, they pop Neon ult, I would run away, but I was confident enough to stand my ground and fight it, and it really paid off. I think this in itself is growth already. After our nice little redemption game, I reset myself with the deathmatch. And the next game I played, someone stole Raze from me, so I was forced to fill on Cypher. And you know how that goes, we lost this game. We actually had the lead 9-5 before the enemies won 8 rounds in a row and closed out the game. But I don't let it get to me. It's time to get dinner. We got a chicken avocado pita sandwich with fries. It was really good. I also took a moment to look into benchmarking, which I've been wanting to try out. I found this Voltaic Valorant benchmark that's on AIM Labs. So I'm diamond level. Oh wow. Okay, I have a long way to go in my AIM journey. I want to really take some time and just dive into this benchmark and do everything, but it's 8 p.m. I have to spend time with my girlfriend, and then I'm off to bed at 11. I also found this alarm clock and these vines that I could put in my room and decorate my room to make it look nice. The alarm clock will be so nice I can actually show you guys what time it is consistently. And with my girlfriend, I created this benchmark for myself that at the end of each week I'll use to track my progression. I'm not really sure what else to add, and I did end up changing a few things on it, but with this ends my day and begins a new day. This time I actually got some morning footage for you guys. Real quick, just look how dirty my mouse pad is. We need to clean this over the weekend. Anyways, we're back in the piano room at 8 a.m. and I have to come clean. When I said that I sleep at 11 and wake up at 8, it's more like I sleep at 11:20 and wake up at 8:10. Normally my night routine of toothbrushing and washing my face bleeds into the 11 o'clock sleep time. So today I'm gonna try to be on top of that and get in bed at 11 and wake up at 8 o'clock on the dot, not 8:10. Anyways, today is Wednesday, which means we get to have fun at volleyball and feel the rejuvenation of the liquid IV electrolytes. I ate it with none other than the chicken bowl that I love so much. And I did things slightly out of order today. I have not gone to the gym yet, but I just wanted to crank out this Voltaic benchmark before my class at 2:30. So it looks like I'm not even platinum level. I did not expect to get results these bad. Granted, I wasn't warmed up, but even so, I was motivated more than ever to improve my aim and see the growth in my gameplay from now compared to when I may be immortal level in the benchmark. But for now, I skipped the gym earlier and we have an hour and a half before class, so I walked to the gym to smash out a leg day. Normally my gym's so full and I can never get any gym content for you guys, but it's much easier during leg day. I finished with enough time to make a protein shake and shower before my class. This class has almost 3 hours long, so I opened a can of sardines to get it down and digested to give Valorant our full focus. We did our Valorant ramp warm up, popped in a piece of gum, and started our stream. Also, I want to point out that there haven't been many noticeable effects of chewing the gum while I play so far, but I will say the gum has been making me feel more in the moment, but it could just be placebo effect. On our first game, we're making sure to stay consistent unlocking Duelist, but I was having an atrocious first game. Honestly, my teammates were a little too nice to me for going 5-17. No, games like these really destroy my mental, so I let myself reset a bit before going again. We're locking Jet again because we need to be consistent to grow. Right off the bat, you can tell I was angry and hungry for a good performance. I haven't really been putting much importance into my RR gain or loss. For now, I'm focusing on my individual performance since I know that once my skill is great enough, I'll be able to just effortlessly carry and win most games. But we're not at that point yet and ended up choking this game. I wasn't feeling too good about my performance. I really considered getting off, but I powered through and ended up playing another game that just made up for the past 2 losses. The enemies thought their Sova was remaking, so we started with a knife fight and had a free pistol round. It was a blessing they didn't remake. It seems I finally fully warmed up after 2 games and I was in flow state.
Anyone else?
This was the kind of performance I'd been looking for. It seems I only reached this level after warming up for a few games, but I'm wondering if there's any measures I can take to feel this way on my first game of the day. So far today, you guys have seen me try the liquid IV and giving myself about an hour or 2 in between when I work out and eat and when I play. These 2 measures definitely have helped, and it's only been 2 days, so I'm wondering maybe after a few weeks down the line, how my consistency will increase, and there's going to be more changes that I'm going to implement as well. I'm just really excited to see how I grow during this journey.
He's gonna be behind you.
Last player standing.
He has no blind.
We've claimed our first match MVP, and it was now time for food. We got the chicken avocado pita sandwich, and I just spent the rest of the night with my girlfriend before I slept. Something to note is that I slept at 10:54 and I woke up at 8 o'clock, so I was actually getting my 9 hours of sleep. I woke up to the amazing news that my 10 o'clock electrical engineering class was cancelled, so right after piano we were off to the gym. A clock like this would be really convenient in my room. Anyways, I had a lot of free time before my 4 o'clock lab, so I made a protein shake and then hopped on some aim training before I went to eat. Every time I watch my gameplay back, the first thing I notice is how shaky my aim is. So we're on Kovacs instead of aim labs, and I'm just focused on slowing down my aim and having straight lines and good accuracy. I did this for about 20 minutes until my dining hall opened, and then I went with my roommate. This is actually gonna be the first time you guys are gonna see my dining hall food, and there is a reason for that, because it is some of the worst food I've ever had. But I like going time to time with my roommate, and there was some event going on, so I figured why not. First we got some Alfredo that looks like it was made with a little too much love, then some rice and beef bulgogi, which it was really rare for them to have a dish this good, and a chicken sandwich with hot sauce. That was not good at all. I've learned my lesson, okay? I'm not gonna go back to the dining hall again. Okay, so I'm on aim labs right now to do my Valorant ramp warm up, and in my last video a few of you guys were asking for the link to the playlist. I'll just show you guys how to find the playlist right now. So you go play, training, and then right here the first one, search, just type Valorant ramp. Should be the first one. Play. Another day, another Valorant ramp warm-up. We flied through the playlist and then hopped on Valorant to do some team deathmatch instead of deathmatch this time, because someone commented I should try warming up with team deathmatch. I like how I was forced to use all the different kinds of guns in my warm-up. I couldn't really tell a noticeable difference between regular deathmatch though. But we're on Sunset for my first game, and every time I play Raze on Sunset, I do horrible, so I learned from my mistakes and went Jet this time. The Jet pick definitely showed dividends compared to the Raze. Don't mind this clip right here. Sunset is just historically a bad map for me. I can never win on this map. On top of this, my team was not shooting back at all. We got destroyed this game. This was still a performance to be happy about. Top of the scoreboard despite getting destroyed. And I was put at 2 elo, so I had a little safety net so I didn't de-rank in my next game. And we just sent it on the Jet. We were feeling the momentum. I was hitting some really nice shots. I should just lock Jet more and use the sniper.
He's off. Front side.
Careful, top or 10.
Main's clear though.
Jeez. Something I need to work on though for Duelist in general is just leading my team into the site instead of following up behind someone. The game was lost after me and my teammate choked this 2v1, so I ended up with another loss and I was on my D-rank to Ascendant 2. But it was a team MVP loss and I performed up to my standards, so I can never be too mad about that. I followed that up with another loss with a decent performance because my team was just arguing the entire game. And then in my next game, I reclaimed my Ascendant 3. Nothing special about this game either. We ended the night with some ISO on Abyss, which apparently is my best character. I don't know what it is about me playing ISO on Abyss, but when I do, I always perform.
Oh, I decayed you.
We ended our session with a pretty solid victory, and now it was time for me to go to my lab class, build some circuits, and then I wanted something a little different from the chicken bowl, so I got a chicken burrito this time. I ended my night with some editing, and then I actually went to bed at 10:50 once again. But for some reason, I woke up more tired than usual despite getting more sleep than I usually do. I think my body's just adjusting to all my sleep. But since it was Friday, that means I was free for the entire day, so today was the day to grind. So I started my morning off with a breakfast burrito, and then instantly hopped on the Valorant ramp warm-up. I decided today to just not practice piano or go to the gym and just focus on playing Valorant because today was my last day for the week. At around 7 o'clock, I had to go home for the weekend. We started our stream for the final push of the week. I was using team deathmatch again because I enjoyed it compared to regular deathmatch. And we started our session with ISO on Ascent. An unusual pick, but it felt like nothing was going my way. I'd bring it down to me still being groggy, as I didn't do any physical or mental warm-up prior, so my brain was a bit sluggish during my games. I somehow managed to miss almost all of my ISO ults, and for the first time this week, I was getting genuinely tilted, which I would really like to avoid. I don't need that negativity in my gameplay. We got raised on bind for our next game, which turned out to be a really bad game where I carried over my negative energy. This game was the definition of a team diff. My team was barely talking, we had no game plan almost every round, and every little thing was getting on my nerves. I was not happy with how I controlled my emotions today, but we ran it back with some Jet on Icebox and abused the op a little more.
Nice.
I was a nuisance with my op on defense, and then got some entries for my team on offense for overall a pretty decent win.
One more. He's up.
I was feeling myself, so we got one more game, this time Clove on Sunset, because 2 people insta-locked a Duelist so fast. This game was a strange one because it felt like we should not have been winning, but we managed to take a solid lead before Killjoy kept doing this stupid turret that tilted the entire team. Also, I was trolling a little because I was helping my girlfriend with calculus mid-game. After a loss like this, I needed to reset myself, so I showered and got an acai bowl before feeling a strong urge to keep playing. These games were recorded since I have a little dilemma where when I record, I'm able to focus more and probably play better than if I didn't stream, but I'd really like to grow my Twitch stream, so I'm not sure how to compensate. For now, I'm just going to keep streaming as I normally do until a better solution gets presented. Anyhow, we're back on Abyss with ISO, my best character. I almost got this really sick 1v5 ace clutch. I really wish I could understand the success behind my ISO on Abyss, but I can't, and it wasn't enough. I walked away with a match MVP loss to cue my last game for the week. This is it. This is where all my efforts for the week were supposed to compound into one game. The entire week, I took measures in an attempt to remove my brain fog, but during this last game, the brain fog overcame me. It consumed my gameplay, and I was forced to end my week on a sour note. As much as it sucked, the week's not over yet. I wanted to try the Voltaic Benchmark playlist one more time when I was fully warm, and we have some benchmarks to go over. I set a few new high scores in some of the tasks, but after looking at all my new benchmark scores, we're still plat? I was platinum level in most of the tasks. So next week, we're gonna focus a lot on training my mechanics, get my aim better, and increase our ceiling. It's Sunday night. I just spent the entire day editing and doing some homework, but we're here to go over our benchmark that we created. I removed the sleep and I changed the Twitch followers to peak average viewers. Unfortunately, we're Ascendant 3 still. I think we had a really bad win rate, 35% win rate with 20 games. But right now I'm not too caught up on the wins. I'm just caught up on my own performance. I'm just trying to build my performance, and I know that my win percentage will go up if I do that. On the benchmarks, it's 582. That number may not mean anything if you don't know what it means. 582. So my raw aim is platinum. I'm almost at 600 though. I know next week if I just keep up with it and I do the benchmark by the end of the week, I should hit diamond in the benchmark. So there's definitely a lot of room to improve there. Subscribers are at 3,343. I just want to say thank you guys so much. And peak average viewers on Twitch. Not too hot, but everyone starts somewhere. Also, look what it came. We got our digital clock. It'll be really nice for the videos. I'll set it up in the next video. That was week 1. I guess last week was week 0, so this will be week 1. I don't know. Let me know what I should add to the benchmark. Let me know any suggestions. Literally anything. Comment anything. I read them all. Maybe you have something to recommend. Let me know anything in the comments. Thank you guys for watching another video. I will see you all next week. Bye bye.